Good morning. Happy Wednesday, September 10th. We got ourselves another loaded MLB slate, 15 games, nothing else to focus on today. It is a Wednesday in September, which means baseball is the focus. And today, we're going to go ahead and we're going to find some bangers per usual, man. As we've talked about, home runs have become a little bit more scarce, but we do have my home run parlay of the day at the bottom of the screen. So in case you want to see that and tail that, this is what I'm going to be running with the 30% boost. On FanDuel, we're going Shea Langoliers, Dalton Varsho, and Colson Montgomery. Three guys who have been home run heroes for us pretty much all year. Three guys who have kind of barely played until the second half of the season anyway. Very excited about that one. Also, quick announcement, rudebets.com, 25% off, code RUDE. NFL is live for week 2. All the projected scores, all the player projections are up now too. I want to give a disclaimer. Be cautious with player props in the NFL on the site. Take them with a grain of salt for now. Let it learn for a few weeks, these new offenses, these new rotations. Can't really take too much from week 1 into account and run with it as if it's the truth. So if you're going to be using rudebets.com for player props, use it as like a framework, but don't use the player prop projections yet as like the word of truth. By like week 3, week 4, yeah, it should be pretty dialed in for the rest of the year. Scores ready to go. Week 1, if you missed it, 69% correct against the spread for rudebets.com NFL scores. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and let's jump into some of these games here. We're going to be going through game by game, talking through what we see for the MLB today. Starting off with Brewers, Rangers. My Brewers is my team right here, in case y'all didn't know. If you are watching this on YouTube, make sure you drop a subscription right now, man. It helps out a ton. I love the fact that we are growing. Drop that subscription if you're watching this on YouTube right now. Also, a like and a comment definitely helps too to keep the channel moving forward. We got a ton of content coming out every single day. Different types of videos, breakdowns like this, educational material, you name it. So make sure you're subscribed. My Brewers have been struggling. But the thing is, they've just been getting really unlucky. Let me look at the deserve to win O-meter in the MLB, that like weird little algorithm guy. Let's see what he had for the Brew Crew last night. Deserve to win. Brewers, Rangers. Here we go. Rangers are luck merchants. Brewers, ha! Oh, my God. Brewers had a 90%. Sorry. They had a 90% deserve to win ranking based on this guy's algorithm, which I do think his algorithm is a little bit flawed, but it takes into account exit velocity, launch angles, all these different factors, right? Yeah, basically 90% chance the Brewers should have won that game last night, and they didn't. So, tough break for the Brew Crew. If you guys are watching this on TikTok right now, by the way, I'm going to be going through game by game. I am live on TTV if you want to see the screen, but we're going to go through game by game, starting with Brewers Rangers. So, money line for this one is currently Brewers minus 132. I have this modeled out to be Brewers minus 148. Freddie Peralta going up against Merrill Kelly. So, I'm cool with the Brew Crew at minus 132 today. I don't think they get swept. The Brewers, I don't think they very well could. Here's the thing. The Brewers very well could have. They could be up 2-0 in this series. I guess game 1, I'll give it to the Rangers. They deserve to win that one because they had a grand slam. But at the bare minimum, this should definitely be a tied series. It's not, but it's not. So it is what it is. I think the Brew Crew wins this game. Would be shocked if they lose this one with Freddie on the mound. Now here, I'm going to go ahead and jinx it right now. Freddie Peralta has not given up a run in 29 consecutive innings. 29 consecutive innings. So, take the Brew Crew on the money line today. Let it ride. See what happens. That's my opinion on this one. Probably going to be pretty low scoring. Yesterday, I did say I liked the under 8.5 runs. There was a garbage time, I think 2-out home run in the 9th inning that pushed that over to 9 runs. So that's unlucky if you took that. But today, once again, 7.5 runs. I don't see how they score much more than that today. The ball has not been traveling in this stadium at all either. In Texas, the ball has been... It's just not traveling. It's not flying. Player prop-wise, Terang. I really like Bryce Terang today. Going up against a righty. I don't know about home run probability for him. Yeah, plus 600, I don't love it, but I do like Bryce Trang today for hits, runs, and RBIs or total bases. He got robbed of a home run last night, if anybody saw that. He hit one, 104 miles an hour off the bat, 28-degree launch angle, 399 feet. The guy went up, grabbed it over the wall, pulled it back. Partially another reason why they should have won that game. He got robbed of a home run. Brewers first 5, I don't know about that. It might be really low scoring in the first. Like, this might not have many runs until like 6th, 7th inning. I would say Brewers overall in the game. I don't know about first 5 because both pitchers are pretty good. But yeah, Bryce Trang's decent today. Christian Yelich should get a hit. I don't see a home run in this game. I do not see a home run in this game, at least not against the starters. So, yeah, this is a pitcher's duel. Probably pretty low scoring. Freddie Peralta for 6 strikeouts. And we're going to call it a day there. Move on to the next game. Game 2, Boston Red Sox, Oakland A's. Interesting little model here. Please don't put too much weight into this one. 14 projected total runs, but we're going with 2 pitchers who've barely played in the MLB. Like Peyton Tolle, he has a 5% home run rate, and Barnett has a 2% home run rate, but a 25% hit rate, 11% walks, and 1 run per inning pitched. Like, these guys just don't have enough data. I would say the Red Sox win this game, minus 132, but it's 2 really young pitchers going at it. If anything, this might be a decent game for player props to attack some of these guys in case the pitchers don't get better. Home run probabilities are just going crazy here against Peyton Tolle, but that's also because, like I said, he has a 5% home run rate. He's given up a home run to 5% of batters he faces. That's insane. So, if he faces 20 batters, that's, what, 4? Sorry, that's 1. That's a home run, guaranteed. So, yeah, I have him facing 23 batters, giving up 1.54 home runs. It's a lot. If you're targeting people on the A's to hit a home run today in this game against Tolle, if he gives up another home run today, Shea Langeliers, Kobe Thomas, that's where I would just stay in that lane. Shea Langeliers and Kobe Thomas, both of those guys crush lefties for power. Kobe Thomas, very small sample size. He's a kind of an August call-up, I guess, so to speak. Only 43 at-bats versus lefties, but he has 5 home runs. 100% of his home runs come against left-handed pitching. 2.55 total bases per hit, which means basically if he gets a hit versus lefty, it's more likely going to be a home run than anything else. Left-handed pitching, his splits here let's look at the last 10 batted balls. 88 average exit velo, 40% hard hit rate, 25% home run to fly ball ratio, 20% barrel rate, 40% fly ball rate. Yeah. He's smacking it versus lefties. So Kobe Thomas and Shea Langeliers both look really good for a home run. Yesterday, I don't know if any of y'all were watching the video yesterday, if you watched the YouTube or if you caught the live stream. In this game, I did say that I really liked Romy Gonzalez for a home run. If you took that, congrats. He did hit one yesterday. That's why it's smart. If you're using rudebets.com, don't just look at the leaderboard and say, okay, I'm going to take the top guys projected for a home run, but look at game by game and look at the individual game who's the most likely person to hit a home run, because that's an extremely successful way to find home run plays. So, like, for example, Bregman, 17% chance to hit one today. That's not going to be, top 10 overall on the day, but that's going to be top for this team. So that could be a good option. If you think the Red Sox are going to get a home run, well, then you go with the guy who's most likely on that team. That's always a good way to do it. Kurtz for a homer today, you like? Kurtz for a homer's okay today. I don't mind it. I just think I would prefer to go with the other 2 guys versus a lefty. I'm so into Shea Langeliers today. But Kurtz is not a bad option either. And neither is Brent Rooker. I just think Kobe Thomas and Shea are better options to prioritize. Radish got you yesterday? What happened? Game 3, Arizona and the Giants. Arizona and the Giants here. You had him over 6.5. They pulled him at 81 pitches. That is brutal. What do you have? 6 strikeouts yesterday at 81 pitches. Easily could have gotten a 7th. That's the sucky part about baseball is they just play matchups and pull guys early. You know, I bet 9 out of 10 times if the Orioles had a bigger lead, if the Orioles had more than a 1-run lead there, I guarantee he goes to close to 100 pitches. Unfortunate. D-backs Giants. I have the Giants winning this game minus 125. They're fair value at minus 120. It's the current line. The 1 to 1500 was not bad yesterday. Was it pretty close? I forgot what it was in, and I forgot to take that. Eduardo Rodriguez going up against Carson Seymour here. I think in this game, we got negative 26% weather factor here for home runs. Like, that's terrible. Somehow there was a home run in this game yesterday. Willy Adames got a hold of one. But more times than not, there's going to probably not be a home run in a game like this. Carson Seymour, though, another small sample size September call-up. He does have a 6.30% home run rate, which is insanely high for a pitcher. So, I mean, maybe a guy like Ketel Marte could get a hold of one. I wouldn't count on it, but it's possible. It's definitely possible here today. I'm not a huge fan of this game. Seriously. Yeah. Overall, not too crazy here. Giants probably win it. You could just take Giants on the money line and call it a day. But not a huge fan of this game. Game 4, Twins-Angels. Let's look into this one. Twins-Angels. What's your best play of the day? Well, I don't have one. I'm going through the slate right now. I haven't taken anything. Let's see. Twins-Angels. Angels are minus 136. Twins are plus 116. Oof. Theoretically, Twins at plus 116 is the better side here. There's not enough for me to be confident in taking that play. Taj Bradley going up against Jose Soriano. Soriano, a massive ground ball pitcher, only giving up a home run to 1.73% of batters of the year. That's 2% less per batter than league average right-handed pitching. So, not really a huge fan of Twins hitting home runs today. Buxton, what did he do yesterday? Buxton yesterday, he had 3 balls batted. He had a 103, 95, and 74 exit velos, 2 singles, and an error that he reached on. So, Buxton should be pretty good today to get a hit. Buxton probably gets a hit, probably gets his total bases again, probably clears hits, runs, and RBIs at 1.5, but not sure the lines will be worth it. He's the only guy you'd really want to even look at on the Twins, honestly. Rangers, Brewers, Nerfy. Probably happens, but if it's worse than minus 130, I wouldn't touch it. If it's like minus 150, no. It's not worth that. Do I like the Brewers? Yeah, I like the Brewers. Let's see here. Zach Neto, 4.29 on the pitch mix out of 10. Not great. Yeah, none of these guys really match up too well against Taj Bradley. Let's look at Bradley here. 2.79% home runs per total batter faced. That's decent. Strikeout rate 20%. He's pretty average across the board here. Adele didn't play and Cal didn't get his homer or Junior. I was going to take Caminero for total bases, 2 instead of Cal, and I was going to take Romy or Rob. Shoot. It's all right. It's a $1 thing. Run it back again today. It won't hurt you. Freddie strikeouts, I only got him at 6. I don't think he's worth 6.5. Home run picks, yeah, I have a home run play that is posted. It's currently on the TTV. It's scrolling across the bottom, but it's Jay Langeliers, Dalton Varsho, and Colson Montgomery. All right. Yeah, not too much in this game, honestly. Twins, Angels, pretty bored of that one already. Pirates, Orioles here. Orioles, honestly, I like the... Was that Skeens? No, it's Tyler Wells. Ooh, okay, hold on. We got a September call-up again. It is Skeens. Okay, yeah, it's Skeens versus Tyler Wells. Yeah, this is another one of those September call-ups. Not a huge fan. Pirates minus 150. It's fair value. I wouldn't take it. I don't think you're getting an edge on that line. Honestly, I wouldn't take it anything over minus 140 on the Pirates. I don't think it's worth anything beyond minus 140. Negative 19% ballpark factor. Skeen's strikeouts could be decent today. Let's look into that. Skeen's strikeout line is 7.5. Yikes. I have him projected for 7.67 strikeouts. So not too keen on Skeen's going over 7.5. I mean, the line's fair. That plus 108 number is a fair number, but I don't think I would take it at that level. It's September. Skeen's probably going to start getting shut down here. Y'all don't fall for the Skeen's trap right now. I'm telling y'all, this happened last year. I tried warning everybody. Last year, I remember like DeGoat and all these guys in the Discord would be so pissed that Skeen's gets pulled at like 70 pitches and doesn't clear his line when he's doing well. They're trying to protect his arm for next year. They got nothing to play for. They're going to let Skeen's go out there, get some work in, and they're going to start pulling him early. I don't know if it's going to happen today or if it's going to happen in his next start or when, but Skeen's is going to start to get shut down soon. So don't take his like overs and then be pissed off when they don't hit or when he gets pulled early from a game. It's coming. I'm telling y'all. I'm warning you right now. It is coming. Skeen's will start to get pulled very soon. It's coming. So don't touch any. I'm not touching any of the. This game, I'm getting out of that one. Trap game. Everywhere on that game is a trap. That is the biggest trap game of the day. Royals Guardians here. Royals minus 124. Yeah, Royals at minus 106. I mean, I thought they were going to win yesterday. They got kind of smoked. Or was that 2 days ago? Starting to mix up the days here. What happened yesterday with this one? I don't know. Maybe in someone... No, they didn't get smoked. Yeah, that was 2 days ago. But they did lose yesterday. Who pitched? Noah Cameron. Oh, yeah, this is yesterday. I thought they'd win with Noah Cameron on the mound, but it was 2-0. Noah Cameron did his job. 0 runs. I mean, can't win when you don't score. Against Joey Cantillo, they couldn't score. That's crazy. Logan Allen here. Going up against Jonathan Bolin. Okay, here we go. We got an opener. We got ourselves an opener. I'm telling y'all, man, it is a very difficult navigation in this September ecosystem of baseball. With a lot of these September call-ups, these openers, it's as you guys probably know, the most important factor in who wins a baseball game, the heaviest weight is on who is the starting pitcher for each team. And if you're rolling out guys who've barely pitched and or bullpen games, makes that very difficult to predict. So probably not going to touch a money line in this one. Royals Guardians, stay away from that. Player prop wise, very similar. When there's not a lot of data on some of these pitchers, Jonathan Bolin, when there's not a ton of data on what's going to come in after him, can't really take anybody on the Guardians. So Logan Allen, yeah, I mean, just not a whole lot in this game. Nats Marlins, what do we got here? Jake Irvin versus Yuri Perez. Okay, here we go. We got some guys. We got some guys that we're familiar with now. We got some good guys we're familiar with here. Marlins minus 158. And then I have currently the Nationals at plus 133. Their line's plus 134, so the Nats are fair value here. The Marlins are definitely not good value at minus 150. You think Perez's confidence is gone? I think he just kind of checked out. He looked really good at the beginning of not the beginning of the year, but the beginning of his season, which was like, what, 2 months ago, a month ago? Yeah, his strikeout rate's down to 23%. Home run rate's average. Hits rate's pretty good still, though. Walk rate's average. Yeah, Yuri definitely's fallen off. Is Stowers back? I think Kyle Stowers... When did Kyle Stowers come back? Did he play yesterday? No, right? Man, that's a name I haven't seen in a minute. Kyle Stowers. Is he back today? Looks like he might be back. No. He had a setback. Shoot. Damn, I really thought Stowers was coming back today. Damn. Unfortunate. Jake Irvin, a lot of home runs projected here. Let's see. But that takes away... I mean, you can't really take Stowers for it. Maximo Acosta. This is an interesting guy here. Acosta, he has 3 homers. I don't think he... Let's look at his batted balls here. Home run, home run, home run. Hasn't hit one since. So last 20, he's got one homer in his last 20 batted balls. Still, though, these are crazy numbers. These are crazy, crazy numbers here. These are wild for Acosta. Home run odds for him plus 850, plus 730. I mean, look, I think it's worth a flyer. If you're looking for home runs, I think it's worth a flyer on this Acosta kid. Hasn't hit a home run in a while, but last 20 batted ball events, 94 average exit velocity, 15% barrel rate, 55% hard hit, 45% fly ball. Now, 8.60 on the pitch mix. What's he working with here? We're working with a four-seam fastball, and we're working with a curveball, essentially. Now, against these pitches specifically, similar numbers. 55% hard hit, 95 exit velo, 33%. All three of his home runs have come against these pitches, curveball and a fastball. So, yeah, I like Maximo Acosta today as a home run candidate. Game 8, let's get out of that one. Mets-Phillies. Mets-Phillies here. We are working with Phillies minus 138. What happened in this one yesterday? Phillies, yeah, they smoked them. That's what we said would happen. We did say we liked the Phillies yesterday. Today, I don't think the Phillies are worth it at minus 160. I don't think they're worth it. Mets are fair value at plus 140. So not really anything in this game. Probabilities are pretty even. So not a whole lot there. Clay Holmes going up against Chris Sanchez. Interesting matchup here. 7.81 total runs projected. Line is 7.5. These are two good pitchers, man. These are two really good pitchers. Probably not going to find too much player prop-wise. Kyle Schwarber did come through for us with the home run yesterday. Today, I don't love it. I don't love the player props in this game whatsoever. Clay Holmes, let's see if he has a high walk rate. And 9%, pretty average. Chris Sanchez walk rate, 5%. Okay. So, Chris Sanchez strikeouts, maybe to get 6. The matchup's tough, though, against the Mets. You think Kurtz or Soto home run? If I had to pick between the two, Kurtz, but neither are my favorite. Neither are on my favorites list. I do not see Soto hitting a home run against Chris Sanchez today. I'd be shocked. The numbers don't really align. Yeah, that game's pretty ass. Tigers, Yankees here. Minus 168 for the Yankees. Yeah, not worth that. Do not touch the Yankees today. Not really any value for either side of this one. Home run for Alonso? No. Chris Sanchez doesn't give up home runs, man. I don't know what you're looking at, but Chris Sanchez, his numbers this year, I'll just read it for you one more time. Chris Sanchez only allows a home run to 1.40% of batters faced all year long. That's 2% less per batter than the league average left-handed pitcher this year, which means across 30 batters, that's 60% less home runs allowed than the average pitcher. He simply does not allow home runs. It's very rare that he gives up a home run. He might give up a home run tonight, sure, but it's extremely rare. Extremely rare. If you're trying to make a smart decision, I would say he probably doesn't give up a home run based on his numbers this year. But maybe he gives them up. I don't know why you're looking at those guys other than maybe you like their names, but data-wise, there's nothing to support it. And that's why I created rudebets.com, man. I'm telling y'all, it's so easy to just look at the numbers and be like, oh, yeah, it's probably a bad idea. Rather than just being like, who's a popular player? Oh, Juan Soto's a big name. He's hitting a home run. You know what I mean? I give you all the data. Shea looks great today. I do like Shea a lot. His numbers versus lefties are really good. Only problem is the guy he's going up against, Peyton Tolley, barely has pitched this year, so we don't know if he's actually a meatball thrower or if it's just he's going to come back to life kind of thing. Jack Flaherty against Rodon. I like Stanton today. I do like Giancarlo Stanton. Jack Flaherty, home run rate this year, 3.53. It's pretty average. You worried about Shea's day-night splits? No, I don't put any weight into day-night splits, really. I don't. I don't mind. I care way more about what the matchup looks like and the weather than day-night. Unless you can like definitively look and say that it's due to the time of the game, I don't put a ton of weight in it. Because if you really, really think about it, most of the reasons people have a different day versus night split is because most of the time on day games, it's the ace pitching. So it's like, yeah, they have bad day splits, but it's because they've been facing the other team's ace in whatever, 70% of day games. So do they perform poorly in day games because it's a day game, or do they perform poorly in day games because it's against a good pitcher? So that's a day versus night splits are definitely a trap in my opinion. Like that kind of a data point, unless you can definitively point to it and find a way that it's due to the time of the day, which you can't, it's more likely that the ace is pitching on a day game more than not. And they struggle against good pitchers. Like that's really all it is. So today Shea's not going up against an ace. It's not Crochet on the mound. But if you look at the slate today, I mean, we got Rodon, Freddie Peralta, Paul Skeens. Like it's a lot of aces on the mound for day games. Sorry, I like Stanton a lot here today. I don't like anybody against Rodon on the Tigers too much, but Judge, Trent Grisham, Stanton all look pretty solid for home runs. I think Giancarlo gets one today. Bregman, Jordan, Kobe Thomas, Sprinkle Jordan, first homer. Interesting. Bregman and Kobe, not bad. You trust aces in the day games? You don't trust the batters? Well, yeah, I mean, it's definitely, I think, like, batters struggle with aces more than aces struggle with batters, if that makes sense. That's the reason of the ace, is because they're good at getting anybody out. Astros, Jays. Jason Alexander, Jose Barrios. I mean, Barrios has been not too shabby. Look at these numbers here. I guess pretty average. Average. Below average. His run prevention's pretty decent, but he's pretty average everywhere else. I mean, so I mean, Jays minus 140, just that's not doing it for me. Plus 120, fair value for the Astros. So yeah, the book's taking their cut on this one. Definitely not worth it. I'll tell you right now, we both agree that the probabilities here 55 and 45. The book line at minus 142, they're just bumping this side up a little bit to make some more juice, but my boy Varsho. 9.01 on the pitch mix. I love Dalton Varsho, man. I just love Dalton Varsho as a home run play. His numbers are always so good, man. 2.74 total bases per hit versus righties. 18 homers, 150. Oh, man. 4.18 home run run. 4.18% home run rate for Jason Alexander. Yeah. Varsho's a beautiful play today. Dalton Varsho's a beautiful play today. George Springer's a good play today, too, though. George Springer's another really good home run play today. So you can't go wrong with either of them. I like Varsho more. It's very similar to the A's where it's like, yeah, Shea's a great play. So is Kurtz. I like Shea more. You know, very similar in that aspect. Astros probably would stay away from most of these guys, but Blue Jays look pretty good today. I think you could take on anybody for hits, runs, and RBIs on this team, especially at the top of the order here. But the home run plays here, yeah, Varsho, Springer look excellent. Cubs, Braves. I told y'all I would take some stones to trust the Cubbies again, but they were well worth it last night. Congrats if you took it. I did. I took Cubs and I took the Rays, so both of them won. Those were my teams yesterday I took. Posted in the Discord, by the way. Join rudebets.com. Get access to the Discord. So go join rudebets.com right now. Rudebets.com. 25% off. Code RUDE. You'll get access to all the simulation tools as well as the Discord. In this game, give me the Braves to win, but not worth it at minus 180. No way. Chris Sale going up against Tyone. Yeah, Chris Sale's going to absolutely destroy the Cubs today. Strikeout alert. What's his strikeout number? Cubs are 27th ranked for strikeouts. Chris Sale, they're going to give you a good line at 6.5. They're going to give you a pretty good line at 6.5 for Sale today. I don't hate it. It's a very tough matchup for Sale. I do not hate it, but I think it's going to be tough to get there. He's going to have to go at least into the 7th inning to get it. You're going to need to see Chris Sale go 20 outs, 19 outs. So, yeah, it's going to be a little bit, it's going to be sketchy for Chris Sale if you're on him for strikeouts today for sure. Against Tyone, I think Acuna's got a decent shot to hit a home run. When's the last time Acuna hit a home run? Holy smokes. He did have a 102 double. There we go. Yeah, it's been forever since Acuna hit a home run. Oh, my God. August 22nd. Okay. I think Acuna gets it done today, though. I think he's got a good chance, but I think Acuna's got a decent chance today. Matt Olson's not a huge fan of Matt Olson today. Not a big Matt Olson guy. Really, the only player in this game for batter props would be Acuna. I mean, and also it's pretty dependent on him hitting towards the top of the order for once. He's been, what's he been hitting? 8th? Where did Acuna hit yesterday? 7th. Yeah. If he gets put back into the top of the order, take him. If he's not, don't. Acuna, for that play, just wait. Wait for the lineup on that one. Brewers and A's have never let me down this year. There you go. Rays White Sox. Another weird game with opener here. Griffin, 2 openers. Okay. We're going to skip this game. We're not even going to talk about this game. We have 2 openers. Griffin Jacks, 1 inning. Tyler Alexander, 1 inning. After that, it's who the hell knows is pitching. You know what I mean? Oh, shoot. I did take Colson Montgomery against Jacks, though. We might get an appearance here. I mean, Colson Montgomery is a good pitcher or a good batter for a home run, regardless of who's pitching. Doesn't really matter. As long as it's a righty. He'll face a righty today. Yeah, he'll see a righty today. And the Rays bullpen, they give up dingers. So, how do you feel about Hellman today? Hellman is my arch nemesis right now. I hate Michael Hellman, man. That guy, I absolutely hate Michael Hellman. There's no way he hits another home run today. There's no way. Oh my God, he's my nemesis, bro. I absolute nobody, and he's just smoking my team right now. Risk it for the biscuit on the White Sox. Dude, it's 2 openers. Reds Padres, Andrew Abbott versus Pivetta. Abbott is an ace. Pavetta's also an ace, though. Once again, Wednesdays and Sundays, it's just ace, 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 ace. You know what I mean? There's not going to be any player props in this game. What there is, though, is there's Reds at fair value, plus 120. Yeah. Reds Padres, it's an absolute nothing burger of a game. I mean, strikeouts for Pivetta, maybe. Let's see. Pivetta over 6.5. It's a sketchy line, but it's not. It's doable. He's got a decent matchup for it. But I don't like those 7 strikeout lines for the most part. They're way too hard to hit. The guy needs to go 6 innings for it. Needs to. Like minimum. Minimum has to go 6 innings to get there. So if y'all are crazy and take it, go for it. But not for me. But other than that, I mean, these 2 pitchers, I would stay away from batters in that one. Cardinals, Mariners. What do we got here? Interestingly enough, plus 180, McGreevy going up against Logan Gilbert. I know, you can't take the Cardinals here. Tell you what, the Cardinals are a much better value play at plus 190 than the Mariners at minus 225, but Mariners are probably going to win this game. McGreevy's been solid, though. His numbers, let's look at him. Let's dive in. Yeah, strikeouts are low. He doesn't really strike anybody out. Actually, he does give up a good amount of hits. He limits home runs, and he really limits walks. He doesn't walk anybody. That's why he's good. Reds are 0-2 when you take Abbott. Yeah, yikes. He's been good pretty much every other game than those 2. Tell you, I don't think Cal Raleigh's worth it for a home run today at 250. Yeah, nah, I'm not a big Cal guy for the odds. Eugenio's okay at the 420 mark. He's okay. Other than that, though, I mean, Logan Gilbert strikeouts, probably going to be one of those hot, 7.5. It's just a crazy line, man. We're not taking the 7.5 strikeout lines. It's just insane. Game 15, Rockies, Dodgers. What happened in this one last night? Did we get any homers? Hunter Goodman, Teoscar, Freddie Freeman. Okay. Teoscar, 2. Wow. And Mookie. Hey, Dodgers came through yesterday with homers. Holy smokes. Everyone except Shohei. Dodgers are not going to be worth it on the money line at minus 300. Don't touch it. Do not touch it. Maybe they win by 2, but still probably wouldn't touch it. Kyle Freeland going up against Blake Snell. I mean, Teoscar is probably the only guy worth a home run play today. No, he's not. But at plus 330, it's okay. Doesn't Trout need his 2 homers to get his lead? I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, there's not really much in this Dodgers-Rockies game for home runs. The odds are terrible. Hits, runs, and RBIs could be decent. I mean, Will Smith gets a hit. Freddie gets a hit. Teoscar gets a hit. Mookie gets a hit. Shohei gets a hit. Pages gets a hit. You could take a lot of guys on the Dodgers today for hits. I just don't think their home runs are worth it. Snell strikeouts. Give us a 5.5-er. Nope, 7.5-er. I do not like Snell for 8 strikeouts. I would not touch that. Rodon for strikeouts here. Someone asked in the chat. Rodon for strikeouts. I have him at 6.18. He can get to 6, but I don't like it for much more than 6. Yeah, we got some decent options today for home runs. We got a decent slate today for home runs. You know, we got a good amount of guys with a 20% chance or better. Over 10. Yeah, about 14 guys with a 20% chance or better to hit a home run today, which is nice to see. Strikeouts, some good green matchups, but some very high lines. I don't think today's a strikeout day. The lines are way too high. Earned runs could be decent today again, like Jake Irvin, Kyle Freeland, Eduardo Rodriguez earned runs. Yeah, you got some options today. There's definitely some good options. Not a ton in terms of money line value overall. Brewers look solid, but there's not a whole lot for money line value today. A lot of these lines are tight. So it might be a little bit of a batter prop kind of day, even though it is an ace pitcher's day. Probably a little bit of a lighter day today. Probably a little bit of a lighter day today. And then lastly, let's see if there's any good pitch mix ratings. Highest pitch mix rating on the day, Dalton Varsho. Nick Kurtz right behind him. Shohei and Acosta. I do like that Acosta long shot home run play. I'm telling y'all, Maximo Acosta, remember the name. He's doing something tonight. Either a home run or an extra base hit. I do think so. Let's see. I think that's about it. I think that's going to conclude the stream today, y'all. Once again, if you want the plays that I'm taking on TikTok people, if you want to see the plays that I'm taking, or if you want to go use the research tools that I've built for y'all to use with the projections and the data, rudebets.com. Code RUDE for 25% off. Same for y'all on YouTube. Drop a subscription, a like, a comment. The stream is going up on YouTube here in about 20 minutes. So if you want to replay the stream and see anything I said or see my screen and some of the data, look up Rude Bets on YouTube. But yeah, good luck today, y'all. Let's have a good day. And lastly, as always, the NFL, college football, and MLB sims are all live right now. You can go in and look at the NFL projections and get those plays in. So good luck today, y'all. Good luck today. Bases right there. All right. Come support me. Sign up for rudebets.com, and I'll see y'all there.